Hello everyone, it's been a really busy month for the System Transformation team. We kicked off live streaming. We had 3 sessions for disabled people, whānau and providers. 2 went really well. We had a small technical hitch with the whānau one, which is why we're going to kick off whānau first for the next set of live streaming sessions. We will let you know about them at least 2 weeks beforehand, but we'll be kicking those off from mid-June. The other thing that we've been really busy on is getting ready to start recruitment for the new 2 teams in Mid-Central. So it's a really exciting milestone that we've now advertised the 2 new director roles. So that is the director for the disabled people and whānau supporting team and the director for the system enabling team. So those are the 2 first roles that we want to get on board, and we'll be starting to advertise for all of the other roles within the system from the middle of June. So you can start looking out for those ads as well. And please, we're really looking for fabulous people from across the sector who have the right skills, but we're particularly looking for disabled people and people with experience of being whānau of a disabled person to apply. So just to encourage people to look at that. The other things we've been really focused on over the last month is thinking about the governance group and the selection process for the governance group in Mid-Central region. And so we're going to get feedback from the Mid-Central Regional Leadership Group, but we're also getting approval from ministers over the next few weeks for that process, and we'll be kicking that off at the beginning of July. We've also been reviewing all of our provider contracts and looking at what we're going to do in terms of making changes to contracts and what the time frame will be, when are we going to go out for new contracts, etc. And we'll be communicating to providers about that from the beginning of June. Finally, we've been thinking about communications up to the 1st of October, and we've been looking at the way we've been communicating to date, and we know that for people in Mid-Central, disabled people and families, we need to start doing more communication about exactly what it will mean for you, starting off with the kind of introductory messages, and as we get closer to the time, more detailed messages about who to contact and what it will look like for you. We're thinking about that not just as a generic way of communicating with everybody, but thinking about what different groups need. And so we'll be looking at, in particular, what we need to put in place for people with learning disabilities, and we'll be contacting people about what are the opportunities to engage. But we're also looking at what we need to put in place for different groups, people who come from a Te Ao Māori perspective, Pacific peoples. What do we need to do to develop concepts in a way that works for the deaf, rather than it being a translation from English into New Zealand Sign Language? So now's the time to start waiting for us to start communicating with you about what's going to happen, but just we're really committed to trying to provide feedback, provide communication in a way that works for different groups of people across the community. There will also be face-to-face opportunities and the live streaming opportunities. So thank you for everybody who's been working with us over the last month, and we look forward to getting your questions in the live streaming sessions next month.